afternoon or good evening or however you're watching this video. I wanted to bring up some good points. So yesterday you were asking about Nichols Hills, which is a very interesting neighborhood in Oklahoma City. It's definitely got its own culture. Not a bad thing. It's actually a really cool area with a lot of interesting architectural designed homes. Some of them are like a 1950s look. Some of them are brand new 2018 where they've mowed down the previous house and built an all new modern design. So it really gives it a good feel to the place. There's a Whole Foods, Trader Joe's. There's a lot of boutique shops around that area, so it's really cool. They have one of the best dry cleaners in the city. However, they're super expensive and they do use some crazy chemicals, so my wife doesn't let me go there, but they're fantastic though. The clothes look really well. But anyways, so I wanted to walk you through a little bit of the school stuff. I actually recently closed a home with a couple that runs a Montessori school. So please let me know if you're interested in Montessori. They're a great resource to talk to about the Montessori program, how it works if you're not familiar with it. That's a great way to start kids into education if you're looking for that. Okay, so if you can look at this screen down here, right here. I don't know how it's displaying on your computer, but Trulia.com, which is part of the Zillow group. Okay, I'm contracted with the Zillow group. We do a lot of work with them. Trulia has a fantastic resource. If you haven't been on there for rating and looking at schools and finding out where they are. So if you just type in Oklahoma City in the main, I'm on the main page here. We go to Oklahoma City. You've got the map right here to the right, and then you got the choices. You can highlight different things. So we're going to go schools, and that's going to do schools by rating, and the rating system is based upon test scores. And at the end of the day, if your child doesn't learn the material, what's it worth, you know? So the little apples start to pop up as you highlight the apples. So like if you zoom in, the charter schools do not have a district per se because they're private schools, but the public schools, they'll draw a little map around there and that'll show you where the school district is. This is super important because sometimes a realtor will say Edmond schools, you know, or Deer Creek schools, and they're wrong. And I've actually had clients try to sue the realtor afterwards saying, hey, that's false advertisement. And by the law, it states that you're to independently verify that. So this is a great way to independently verify the school districts when you're looking at a particular property, just to cover your bases. I'm going to try to do that. I mean, I obviously do that myself too, but the burden really does lie on you legally. So I just wanted to disclose that. But yeah, so as you're going through here, you can see the elementary schools. You can actually even narrow it down by type of school, middle school. So this is Oklahoma City here. This would be the Nichols Hills area is right here. So we've got Nichols Hills Elementary School. That has an 8 out of 10. Okay, if you go through here, look at this prep school right here, 10 out of 10 school rating. 1 out of 10 there. Whoa, you know, 1 out of 10. So this one's West Nichols Hills. So both of these 8 out of 10. Belle Isle Middle School, great rating. Belle Isle is actually a really neat area too. There's a lot of shopping there. Just a cool area on Penn, like just north of the expressway. A lot of people purchasing over there. Look at that, 3 out of 10. Ha! This is what Oklahoma City's known for, is these districts right here of just being just really crappy. Elementary school, 3 out of 10. Where's the other one? Where is it? Sequoia, 1 out of 10. See, so you got to be careful in Oklahoma City. They're just they just historically bad. And Hilldale, not so bad. Okay, so if I switch back to the map screen, okay, this is so like if you just Google great preschools in Oklahoma City, you're gonna see the full list, and like some of them have great reviews, some of them don't. Just want to point out a couple that I know that now we homeschool ourselves. I mean, our oldest is 4, so I mean we haven't like gone too far into it, but we've decided that we want to homeschool, and that's important to us. So we've made the necessary sacrifices to make that happen. But just for us, that's what we kind of came up with. But for others that I've met that have gone the public route or the private route, For preschools, there's a couple that are really have great reviews. They've told me, yeah, it's a good choice, and that's one of them's Cassidy School. So that's right next to the Nichols Hills area. So if we look at that, that's right here. So you got Nichols Hills here, and then it goes to the Village is north. It's a different city. So the Village, and then the Village has their own fire department and stuff like that. So does the Nichols Hills, although Nichols Hills taxes are really high, and then Village, not. I mean, they're standard. They're the same rate as Oklahoma City. I believe it's like right at the same rate or within a tenth of a percent point. So Cassidy School, that's a great, beautiful campus. If you can do this, this is the way to go. If you guys decide to move north, like really up towards Edmond, which with the houses that you selected, this is where we're going to spend most of our time. The Goddard School, excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Getting lots of good feedback from the Goddard School. So that's a good one to look at there. So those two are really like top choices. The rest, mixed reviews, that kind of thing. So just, I would say focus on those two. If you're looking for more of faith-based preschool, there's Christ the King, and then there's also a Catholic school, I think. Trinity is Catholic. One of them. Yeah, I think it's Trinity. And then there's also a Jewish school somewhere in there in Westminster or something like that. That's the Jewish. Don't have much experience with that one, but anyways, so Trulia.com. Here's the school ratings. But just real quick, why I've got you here. So as we're moving to Edmond, so this is Edmond here. Just a word of mine. So we live in Oklahoma City now. We used to live in Edmond before. The commute can be intense. If you have to commute all the way to Oklahoma City, or I don't remember where John's, you did say where John's corporate office is. I don't know if he works in the office every day or if he works remote. If he works remote, fantastic. Just get a home office at the house. That would be great. If he's driving though, the key, roads of transportation, this one right here, 74, which is also known that far north as like Portland, and then also turns into Lake Hefner Parkway. This is terrible. Oh gosh, 7 a.m., really 6:30 a.m. to 9. Terrible. It's a one lane up here, and then it goes to like a 2 lane here, and then finally breaks into the 3 lane highway as we get further. But this one you will wait a while, both ways, coming home and going to work. But once you get to the turnpike, which is here, you then can take this very quickly around, and it's not bad. I think I'm not exactly sure what I spend to get all the way, but my Easy Tag, it's like $1.50 or something to go this whole way. It's not bad. I think the whole turnpike is $1.50, and then as you get off, it's less. So something like that. But if you go over here, this is Broadway or 77. This also turns into I-35. This is much faster. So a lot of people want to work or live next to 77 or Broadway or and then they just jump over right to I-35, take I-35 downtown, something like that. This route right here, this short little jaunt, this is another showstopper during rush hour and that kind of thing. This is where all your grocery stores are at. So like Sprouts is up here. If you want to go get some Whole Foods is fantastic, and actually it's really affordable now that Amazon bought them. That's down, where is it? Right off of Western, like in this area. So you'd be shooting down here to go get some bananas or whatever, or their great buffet that's there. Super expensive, but it's so good. I love the Whole Foods buffet. Anyways, I digress. So this is slow too. So a lot of the doctors, nurses that I've worked with, I had a cardiologist purchase recently. They were like, Landon, I have to stay along I-35. A lot of the folks that work downtown in the medical center and all that stuff, they are wanting to stay on 35. So, and look, you have a Goddard location right there. So you got 2 locations excellent preschool. So you might look along here. You might also type in the travel time. If you're looking in some of the subdivisions that we were looking at are in this location. So these roads can be slow going in the morning because they're all one lane. Some of them are two lane for short whiles, but they're all pretty slow going. So to get from here to there, finally to get down. So just take that into consideration as you're choosing the home. If you can work remote, great. If you can't, now again, compared to the East Coast, I lived in Maryland for a while. 45 minutes was like, to go get, groceries, like 45 minutes easy. Here, man, 28 minutes is like the most you'll ever spend commuting. So it's not really that big of a deal. I just didn't care for it because of the just traffic lights, right? If I had a Tesla self-driving car, which I want to get because my business, I need to text while driving because we're always showing homes and I'd like to be texting. So I need a self-driving car. If I had a self-driving car, yeah, sure. I'd probably want to live up there still. But for me, sitting in traffic all the time, going to showings, having to get down to Oklahoma City, it just didn't work out for me. But for the sprawling homes, great option. Also, too, I know this video is getting long, and I'm sorry if I'm a blabber, but Newcastle down here, excellent place for finding super luxurious homes for like $300,000. This is a great place. So if your business is along this side of the city or over here, you might think about Newcastle because then you would save yourself there. And if we go over to the school search or school chart again at Trulia.com, we can zoom out there, go around Newcastle. 8 out of 10 for their public schools down there. I believe the Racers. Yeah, the Racers is the name of their mascot. More of a small town feel. Newcastle's got some good stuff. My uncle actually lived there for a while. They're now in Michigan, but he ran Walker RV Center, and they lived down there in a $375,000 home that looked like it was $600,000. It was really cool with the water feature and stuff in the community. Anyways, let me know if you have any other questions. I'm so happy to meet you guys. When you come in, you're going to come into the airport, which is Will Rogers down here. Okay, and then you're gonna shoot on up I-44, and you might actually take the turnpike over to our first listing. I think our first listing somewhere in there. Well, we'll see. The houses sell all the time, so I really don't lock in the tour until 2-3 days before you guys get here because I may need to switch some stuff out. So, anyways, have a lovely evening, lovely day wherever you are. I look forward to meeting you guys.